Today we'll be doing the my first time. Uh, it's like a survey, and I found one online. So let's see. Okay, the first question is, what year were you born in? Well, according to my mother, and I can't really vouch for this, but I was born in 1989, which makes me 23 years old. And according to my mom, it was like a blizzard out, which is kind of crazy. So yeah. Question number two. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. I do actually. Just give me a sec. I have one. Wait, no, I have one right here. All right, I actually have a picture from when I was younger. I have this in my room. This is I'm guessing when I was like a really little kid. This was probably one of those pictures. Look, do I look like him? Yeah. Okay. Third question. What TV shows did you grow up watching? When I was younger, I was a weird one. I watched a lot of like different shows. Used to watch Sailor Moon. I used to watch Full House. I used to watch The Wonder Years. I used to watch Recess. I grew up on Recess a lot. I grew up on Boy Meets World. A lot of those 90s shows when they were coming out, that was my thing, man. I was really big on those 90s shows. I can't really show you a video, so I'm gonna skip that one. One of my favorite toys to play with when I was younger. I loved Legos. Um, I had a lot. Sorry, one second. I had a lot of Legos, and I remembered actually I had uh GI Joes, not GI Joes. I had my favorite toy actually was I had a Charlie Brown snow cone maker, and I used to make so many snow cones. Like, you wouldn't even believe. I used to be addicted. It was pretty crazy. It was a toy though. Believe me, yeah, it was definitely a toy. What was the most embarrassing thing you can remember doing? Okay, I remember when I was younger, and I used to live in Brooklyn before I moved to where I live now. And this was when I was little, before I even really started like elementary school. And oh god, you know the Ford used to have a commercial where they go like a rock, oh like a rock. And I used to go in front of the TV, according to my parents, and sing it really loudly. Like, it was one bedroom apartment, so you can only imagine how thin the walls were and how obvious I was. Oh my god. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I don't have that, I'm sorry. Three songs you love to listen to as a child. That's a tricky question. Back then I didn't really listen to a lot of music. Uh, Believe it or not. And but like a rock song, I guess I did love a lot. I did also, I guess, as a child, I'm gonna say Aqua. Those Aqua songs was like the Barbie Girl, Tarzan and Jane. I know, don't judge me. I know, like your watch is going, oh wow, he's such a loser. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were young? I think I can really remember when I dressed up for Halloween. I think I was a pirate one year, and that's what's funny about this is when I say I was a pirate. Can I even illustrate this? I can. Uh, the pirate costume had these shorts, and I'm gonna draw what the shorts look like, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Now, when I draw these for you guys, I'm promising you that these were legit the shorts. And that year in Halloween, it was freezing cold. So you can only imagine how bad these were. Like, they were almost like a nylon material, and they were extremely thin. So, I don't think it's ridiculous. Alright, I'm almost done, almost done, almost done. Then you'll see what shorts I had to wear on Halloween. Now, my crappy drawing, I actually can draw, but this is just to illustrate it. These were my shorts. The little lines is where they were black. So imagine that, and then to show you how short they were, the circles are my knees. You can only imagine how bad it was. And the funny part is, I really thought when I wore this, I was like, boss. And you know, when you're little, you get these ideas of like how awesome you are. But I look back now and I just feel embarrassed. So yeah. Tell a funny story or something you remember happening when you were young. Alright, when I was younger, I was really into like anime. Um, yeah, I was really into anime, and I decided that I wanted to take Japanese in high school, of course, and even before then. This was before I could take the class, and I found out like I got in a Japanese class. I was so excited to take this Japanese class, and I decided in the summer before Japanese to learn Japanese, and it was a total fail. I did retain some of it. I still know Japanese till now, but that's because I took 2 classes. But back then, I couldn't even grasp it, and a lot of the things I did were wrong. Like, uh, when you write, when you, as I show you, when you write one of the symbols, it's like this, right? And I didn't know that was the order, so I would always write it the wrong way. So like when I was learning it, my symbols came out like that. When in truth, it should be like this. So you could, I mean, it's not like a huge difference. That's when I was like learning it outside. That's when I was learning it. I'm sorry, the camera's weird. And I failed. I'll even admit it. I failed at Japanese until I took the class and relearned it. I think that was pretty embarrassing. And if you've ever tried to learn something because you love it, and I really initially took that Japanese class because I loved anime. So let's. What is the scariest thing? Oh, what was something weird you used to do as a child? Okay. Something weird I used to do as a child? Oh, yeah. I used to pick the skin off my thumb. I know, it sounds really disgusting. But I used to do that a lot. Like, I don't know why I did that. I stopped, of course, because, you know, your thumbs get old. Like, my thumb's back to normal now. I stopped doing it. And it's a really bad habit. You should never do that, ever. What's the scariest thing you remember had happened to you when you were younger? When I was younger, I had a nightmare that I was actually being buried. This was maybe middle school, and I was being buried alive by my friends. And I don't remember if I woke up in a cold sweat, if that was the other one, but I was scared. And when I saw my friends the next day, I couldn't tell them until years later that my dream was pretty crazy like that. I told maybe one person, and that was pretty intense. I was actually scared that it would happen in real life. Like, they were each putting a mound of dirt over me, like I was 6 feet under. Like, I didn't have a casket when I say this, so I was looking straight.